All right, this edition of the news will be brought to you by Private Internet Access. This is one of my affiliates. If you are in need of a VPN, check out Private Internet Access. These guys are a United States-based company. They have servers all around the world. You can pay with cryptocurrencies, credit cards, PayPal, anything else that you want. All they need is a bare minimum, is an email address, and that makes it a great service to use. You can connect 5 or 6 devices simultaneously. I have one of them. One of the ones I have affiliate links for is 5. One of them 6. I forget which one's which. But anyway, you can go ahead and get a private internet access VPN. They also block a lot of your ad tracking and all that kind of stuff as well. Very much like the hosts file that I have on my system does. And so it is a great service. This is the one that I have an account for myself personally. And you can take a look at them. The link will be in the description down below. And it is at tlm.li/PIA. tlm.li is my own personal self-hosted link shortener. So if you want to know what that happens to be. So on to the privacy news. We're just scanning everything, guys. We're scanning everything in this privacy news. We scan the children, we scan the faces, we scan the people, now we scan the hands. I remember that old thing, this is probably like going back 15, 20 years. There's an old saying, talk to the hand, the face ain't listening. Well, this one's gonna scan the hand because the face ain't looking. All right, this is the new LG 8 comes with palm reading hand ID. They just have to sync this palm reading with an astrology app. Just get all of the heresy in one place. Scans your thing. It says, we ain't opening up for you because we just happen to see your palm reading is just kind of crazy. This is astrology meets censorship. I mean, I'm telling you. No, but in all reality, they want to have a palm reading system to open your phone instead of like a fingerprint, face IDs, all these guys. Like, if you're going to use any of these biometrics, at least the fingerprint is the fastest one. You know, you can scan your fingerprint in the same action as pulling it out of your pocket, and it'll be open by the time you get it up to your face. Rather than facial and scanner or retina, you got to take it out, look at it, and then it opens. Or this, you got to take it out and hold the palm over it. This is just stupidity. I mean, really. And by the way, I don't advocate using your fingerprints for your phone either. Use a passcode. Under the United States law, most understandably, you cannot compel a passcode. Now, they might just throw you in jail until you unlock it, but whatever. Hey, privacy is eroding as we go. Red Falcon Runner jumped on. That is my in real life brother there. He streams on Twitch during the day, twitch.tv/Mabus Games. His channel is rated I for immature. So be careful going over there. There will be fart jokes and other stuff like that. And yeah. But anyway, forget the Face ID. This comes with Hand ID. Yeah, I don't know why. But if that's not terrifying enough, from The Guardian, are you being scanned? How facial recognition technology follows you even as you shop. So this is related to billboards that will take, you know, large amounts, and it can basically identify who's who. It can identify your age within 5 years, and it ranks you on a 5-point scale as to your mood, whether you are happy or not. Now, the first time I actually saw any information about these things was actually in grocery stores. This was in grocery stores, and the idea is you would take these cameras and put them inside of various product displays, and there's actually conventions for grocery stores that will actually help with some of this stuff. And they put these in the displays, and they would track, and some of the more advanced ones will track your eye movements, but they will also track just a variety of other things, including where you're looking, what your mood is, approximately what your age is, what your gender is, unless, of course, you identify with a gender opposite of what you actually look like. Then the things get all mixed up, so somebody's just got to sue these cameras for, you know, gender inequality, I guess. I don't know. This is a crazy world we're living in. I'm an Apache helicopter. They fail at 100% at a time because whatever. But anyway, as you are walking through the stores, walking through the shopping centers, these facial recognition things are going out. They're scanning everybody. They're determining what you're looking at. They're determining your age. They're determining your mood. These are all scary things. Guys, we need to stop with this facial recognition all over the place. but these are starting to roll out more frequently. These ones, I believe, were talking about being deployed across Australia and New Zealand. So Sleepy Eyes Vince, be careful. These cameras are already being deployed in your neck of the woods. And so retail companies, including Telstra, 7-Eleven, Coca-Cola, HSBC Bank, no, won't be doing any business over there, that's for sure. Of course, there are all things like, these aren't tracking who you are, just approximately everything about you. We don't necessarily track who you are. We just kind of know who you are because of the nature of what's going on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But scanning, collecting data collection. You know, guys, I reported, it must have been about 2 or 3 months ago, I talked about TikTok. Like, TikTok jumped up and became this really, really, really number one app among a lot of young people. And TikTok blew up all over the place. And I expressed some concerns on a Saturday afternoon show because TikTok is owned by you got to get this right, it is a Chinese company that is a data harvesting, analytics aggregating, and AI company. I cannot think of anything else for a greater candidate for Skynet than the company behind TikTok. And we're sitting here going, it's a new social platform. It's just so fun. Well, TikTok got itself in a little bit of trouble here in the United States because we have this little thing called COPPA, Child Online Privacy Protection Act, which basically stipulates that a company may not collect any type of data without parental consent on a minor under the age of 13 for certain types of purposes. And it turns out that, shocking, the Chinese data analytics harvesting AI company didn't care about United States law. Is anyone shocked? Is anyone shocked? Guys, stop allowing this crap onto your phones, onto your kids' phones. This is one of the reasons I love running Lineage. I can block sites on a host file on Lineage. Facebook cannot track me on this phone because I have blocked all of their properties. Period. The only way you can prevent Facebook from blocking what you're doing. Host file level. Block it all. All right? So this was actually the press release from TikTok. And they're kind of talking about how, we goofed up. Anyone under the age of 13, we have to make some radical sweeping changes. And it turned out that they pushed something out that required you to get in there and push your age. And as they were pushing the age out, some people accidentally put in a wrong year or something. It was a difficult thing. And then their accounts just went, you're under 13, automatically deleted everything. I'd be like, woohoo! Bonus! I can do the age wrong and it automatically deletes everything. Bonus! Oh yeah, privacy thing. No. People are up in arms about this. Oh my God, I lost my videos. Oh my God, I lost my social network. People are losing their minds over this. They're losing their minds. We have gone crazy, people. We've gone mad over giving our data to a Chinese analytics AI aggregation company that is harvesting our data, using it for nefarious purposes and violating the laws of the United States. Can we just block them? Hey, they got the great firewall of China that prevents some of our content playing over there. Why don't we go ahead and reciprocate and block their crap over here? Because it's clear they don't know what our laws are or don't care what our laws are. Let's stop giving this stuff to China, people. Stop. They're abusing our children. They're harvesting their data, and we don't even know what the end result is because they're a crazy company in China who doesn't care. All they want, this is the same company, and we're going to get to this story in 2 stories later. We're going to get to some of the results of this Chinese stuff. I should have flopped these orders around, but anyway. Guys, TikTok is crazy. Stop using it. Friends don't let friends get on TikTok. And please, if you have children, make sure they're not using this crap. Block it on their phones. Block it on their devices. Kick them off of it. This is not a company or a social network. If you thought Facebook was bad, wait till you see what TikTok's going to do with your data, people. Yeah, that's how bad we're talking. How worse can it get? Oh, well, I guess the tech companies now are out for our fertility and ovulation cycles. Fortunately, they're not going to be tracking this about me. I mean, last I checked. Yep, still there. Anyway, new data firms, there's this huge startup in Fertility AI, which is collecting and harvesting data regarding ovulation cycles and other things like this. This is just as bad as the health data, all this other stuff. I mean, this is crazy stuff, and we're just giving it all up. Give it all up in the apps. Remember that case from last week when apps were just giving all this stuff to Facebook without your direct consent? Yep. That's kind of what's going on. These apps that are collecting all of this data about your natural body cycles, these are not good. This is not the type of stuff you should be sending up to a company in Silicon Valley. And it is huge, and people realize it's huge, and this is where several VCs are getting into this. Of course, VCs is venture capitalists. I don't even know why they include this paragraph. Apparently, somebody thought SoftBank was doing this. SoftBank denied doing it. We're going to leave it at that. But they're talking about several of these other ones. The global fertility market is expected to exceed $21 billion by 2020, meaning a whole lot of people are giving a whole lot of private information about their body cycles to private tech companies. This is not going to be good, people. Use a little bit of brains on this. We don't need this type of stuff in our life. I mean, in reality. And finally, China bars millions from travel because of their social credit score offenses in 2018. So this is the first year it's starting to roll out. It's not a full mandatory thing at this point in time in China, but it is quickly becoming that. To my understanding, I could be wrong, but I believe it's by like 2020 this is going to be in full implementation, if I remember correctly. I follow this only from a curiosity standpoint, not all the facts. But for the people utilizing this or unfamiliar, the Chinese social credit score is kind of like the financial credit score system in America. And you know how bad that's hurt Americans. I mean, if a bank just comes up and says, oh, we just think you're high risk for whatever reason, it could be legit or not, and you just get destroyed into this kind of stuff because no reason, I guess? I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But this expands beyond the financial credit score, and it expands into the social things. Like, literally, do you eat on the subway? If you eat on the bus, that can hurt your social credit score. Do you walk your dog without a leash? And granted, if you have a dog, people keep it on a leash, quite literally. But if you... if you're seen making a purchase, but you still have outstanding debt, people are supposed to take pictures of you, flag you to the Chinese government, and that hurts your social score. If your social score gets bad enough, they're going to prevent you from traveling. They prevent you from buying property. They can prevent your children from going to school. This is like Orwellian stuff to the nth degree. And to be perfectly honest, while we have politicians speaking out about this kind of stuff, this is the exact world we're moving into. We got to be careful. This is why you've got to be very, very careful about what data you give out. And I'm not saying go live in a cave. I'm saying be conscious and intentional about what you're doing. If you got to use a Facebook account or you want to, man, use a completely separate computer for your Facebook stuff. Block Facebook on every computer you have except one that is dedicated for Facebook. And if you're like, well, I only have one computer, hey, this is called Switch to Linux. Buy yourself a little USB drive for like $10. You can install Linux on that drive, and when you need to get on Facebook, plug that drive into your computer, boot it up, and then use Facebook. Close it down, pull it out, and then your basic computer blocks Facebook and everything else. That's how to do it right, since we're on Switch to Linux. So make certain that you're not giving up this data, or you're going to find yourself in a place like these poor Chinese citizens are involved in. And this is the company that's collecting and harvesting all of our, in United States, children's data. Great. What do you think about all these stories? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for making it to the end of this Switch to Linux video. You can have a look at another video right on over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel or to Think Life Media, which is my own personal support page. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.